Hi, Kim Commando here. Well, first up, we have your digital life hack. And after that, I'm going to play a call from my weekend national radio show. You're at the grocery store. You grab a box of Lucky Charms. Then you feel guilty, so you swap it out for granola. We've all been there. Here's the creepy part. The store watched everything you did. I'm Kim Commando for Improved Life. I created GLP-1 support to manage cravings, support metabolism, and keep blood sugar on track. Learn more at improvedlife.com/Kim. Kroger and Walmart are rolling out smart shelves with cameras and AI. They detect your age and gender. Woman in her 30s, baby formula coupon for you. College guy, energy drinks are on sale. The price tags are digital now, so they can change prices on the fly. Snowstorm coming, bread and milk went up $2. Fight back. Pay cash. Skip the loyalty app. Turn off Bluetooth and Wi-Fi before you walk in the store. And here's a pro tip. When the cashier asks for your loyalty number, give them your area code plus 867-5309. Jenny's number, right? It works more often than you think. Get more tips like this every single day with my free newsletter. Sign up right now at getkim.com. Next up, a call from my weekend show, The Kim Commando Show. Enjoy.
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
How about we start with Alexis in our hometown, Andrew, Phoenix, Arizona. Hi, Alexis.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Great. So I understand that you almost got wrapped up in a rental scam. What happened?
I did get wrapped up in a rental scam. Luckily, I didn't lose any money, though, at the end of the day. But in short, I'm moving, and I was on my quest for a new house to move into, to rent, or a townhouse. And, I found a property on Realtor.com. I contacted, I responded to the listing that I wanted to tour the property. And then I had someone text me by the name of Frederick, basically saying, yeah, we can go ahead and schedule that tour. And this person got me into the property. He pretended to be somebody he was not, is what we've recently found out. And then he tried to get me to pay a security deposit. And thankfully, Zelle and Venmo both blocked the payments. So I didn't lose out on money, but I know dozens of other people toured that property. I know that the listing was posted again, and people are still touring that property. How does
he get you? How did Frederick get you into the house?
So the house is actually for sale, not for rent. Mm-hmm. And so the house that's listed for sale by Open Door Brokerage, unfortunately, and this is common, it's a very easy process where you just download the Open Door Brokerage app, you type in the address of the property that you're looking to tour, and you'll get a one-time code for the door. And so Frederick gave me, a song and a dance that the owner was selling the house, but now they're just going to rent it out because it's been on the market for a while. But that's how he got me in, which is crazy. And I really, now in hindsight, I'm like, I was so stupid to really believe that story, but that's how he was able to get me in the property.
So were the prices so unbelievable that you would have to think you need to jump at this immediately?
In hindsight now, kind of, yes. I mean, the house was listed at $2,300 a month, which is slightly lower than probably, what I would have paid for something for that house. I probably, in hindsight, a house like that should be going a little bit closer to like $2,800, maybe $3,000 a month. So,
okay.
Yeah, I guess the price did kind of jump out at me as, wow, this is a steal. I, have to get on this quickly.
Was it a high pressure pitch for you to send the money for the deposit?
No, and that's what also
that's interesting.
I guess threw me for a loop. The Zelle payment didn't go through. My bank was closed, and he said it's okay. Just call your bank tomorrow and they're open. It wasn't a lot of pressure to send the money, which was kind of crazy.
So then you tried to sell, because you mentioned something, Alexis, about Venmo and Zelle. So you tried to send the money through Venmo and they blocked it, and then you tried to send the money through Zelle and then they blocked it. In between the Venmo and the Zelle, did you start thinking like, oh, well, something's up? Or did he have an excuse for that too?
So I did Zelle first, and Zelle just it would say the payment went through, and then immediately I would get an email just saying the payment was unsuccessful. And I wasn't sure why, and that's why, the guy said, you got to call your bank, see why they're blocking the payment. I definitely had some cold feet, but I think the reason that I was so trusting of this person was because he had sent me a photo of, he had a government clearance card and a license, which I did check on az.gov, and it was a real person. In hindsight, what I have now found through filing my police report is that Frederick Cooley is a real person. It's just that Frederick Cooley was also scammed, and they stole his information, and it's not actually him doing this.
Oh, gosh. Wow.
The twist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
okay, so what advice do you have for yourself the next time you go look for a rental?
I'll never do something that's for sale or for rent by a private owner. I will always go through a property management company or legitimate broker. That's really the only way that you can protect yourself, because unfortunately these people that just claim to be a private landlord, you just never know. And I would say if there's someone that's not meeting you on site to do the tour,
a big flag.
That should be an automatic red flag. Again, there were other properties I toured where there wasn't somebody there in person, so I didn't think too far into it, because I know that this, some brokerages, they just tell you, here's a one-time code and it's a self-guided tour. But I personally won't do it again.
That seems like that's a flag that they need to make sure they close that one down immediately, is that you can just go on Open Door and get a code, because they don't want to pay anybody to be there.
Right, exactly. When I was looking for a house a couple of years ago, I toured every single one of them alone. I had never had a broker there.
Wow. Hey, Alexis, thanks for coming on board with us.
Story.
Great story. Hey, want to stay in the tech know without wasting your time? Join nearly 1 million folks who get my free newsletter, The Current, where you see the latest in tech in just 5 minutes every single day. You're just going to love it. It has a 5 out of 5 star rating over on Trustpilot. Sign up right now at getkim.com. That's getkim.com.